Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Becca's Rambles. This episode of Becca's Rambles will be a little bit shorter, but it will be a little bit more serious. Now, excuse the way I look, I just took a shower and getting ready for bed, and I just felt like doing it now. This one's about bullying, and the reason why I'm doing one on bullying is because it's a serious thing out there. There's a lot of it going on. I myself have experience with bullying when I was a kid. I used to be bullied all the time in elementary school, even high school. I guess the reason why is because I just don't understand why it still happens, and I want to raise awareness to it because it can seriously damage a person, especially when they're bullied really young. Now, of course, this is just from my point of view. I'm not talking for anyone else. You know, everybody has their own opinions and stuff on it. This is just my point of view about it. Like when I was a kid, it started very young, pretty much as soon as I went to school. When I went to school, kindergarten, little kids bullying right off the bat. And you know, it's what it does to a child, especially so young, in my opinion, is that it damages them for the future, I find, because it makes them question who they are. And I know a lot of people understand what it feels like to be bullied because it happens everywhere, not just in schools, but like even on social media, I find is one of the worst places for bullying. And it's why I myself am trying to stay off of it a little more these days, because it's, oh god, it's like it just makes people miserable, and it's almost like you have to act a certain way on social media, and if you don't act that way, or if you don't agree with something somebody thinks or says or whatever, you're automatically bullied for it. And for me, it's like, why do people feel the need to go out of their way to bully someone about how they feel about something? And I'm not posting this and saying my experiences with it so people will be like, oh, poor her. That's not the point. I know other people will be able to relate to it. I just want you to know, the people who can relate to what I'm talking about, you're not alone in this. That's one thing you have to understand. A lot of people think they're alone. They're not alone. There's a lot of people like me who know what it's like and know what you're going through, and just know that it won't last forever. Okay, you just gotta fight through it. Just ignore these people who bully. Try your best. I know it can be really hard sometimes. I used to be a really outgoing child before I went to school. I would talk to anybody. I was friendly. I would stand up on a table and sing if that's what you wanted me to do. I had no problem doing this kind of thing. Once I was by the time I was probably grade 3 or 4, I was a loner, pretty much. I was shy. I didn't really talk to a lot of people. And a lot of the time, I would try to fit in. I would try to, fit in, as most kids do at such a young age, to try and do what everybody else was doing. And for a while, it works. But then at the end of the day, you're not yourself. You're not your real self. I've even done this as an adult, try to fit in, just so I'm not alone. Right now, I'm at a point where if you're going to bully me, I don't tolerate bullying for myself or anybody I care about. If I hear someone I care about has been bullied, it's pretty much like the cat claws come out, and I will protect that person, because bullying is so wrong, and I really wish more would be done about it. Now, when it comes to kids, I understand kids are kids. They learn from what they see. Or sometimes not even that. Sometimes they're just the way they are. It's just the way it is. And like I said, anyone who understands what it's like to go through bullying, I understand. I understand 100%. I understand that you feel alone. You feel like there's nobody out there for you or nobody to talk to. You're not alone. If you need help, if this is really, things like this are bothering you, get help if you need to. One thing I can say, if anybody would want to see what I think when it comes to, advice or whatever, and what I do now, stand up for yourself against these people, because what you need to do is teach people how to treat you. I can't always blame the bullying people because I let them do that to me. When you don't let people bully you, and I know it's harder sometimes, it's easier said than done a lot of the time. But again, I've been there. I've been in a situation where I feel like I'm just taking it. Pretty much the point of this, Becca's Rambles, is bullying is a serious thing, as many people know, and it's really sad that it still happens to the extent that it does. Not just when I was younger or whatever, but it still happens. And even, like I said, it happens even more now because of social media makes it even worse. It's like you can't get away. At least when I was in school and I'd go home, I could get away from it, for a little while. Social media doesn't even let you do that, So I say stand up for yourself. Always, no matter who it is. And it doesn't mean you have to fight them or tell them off, or you don't have to stand up for yourself that way. They expect you to retaliate, and that, again, sometimes it's a natural instinct sometimes to just react to these bullies in a really bad and mean way. Kill them with kindness. That's the term I'm looking for. Killing them with kindness sometimes works in the best way, especially on social media. Social media, I've learned, kindness is the only way to go, or indifference. Act like it doesn't even bother you. Even if it does bother you, you can't give them the satisfaction of reacting. That's another thing I've learned. I just thought I'd, give my 2 cents in what I think. This is just my opinion. Other people may have other opinions, and that's fine. You don't have to agree with my opinion. This is just what I think. I'm not right. I'm not wrong. It's just my rambles. So the next one, I will promise to make it more positive. I like to put awareness out there for bullying because it's really important and it's a really serious thing today. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!